It might surprise you when I say that the restaurant options in Cancun are terrible. But you can still have a great meal there if you know where to look. The reason I say it's terrible is for a city the size of Cancun that draws in over 8 million tourists a year, you'd expect it to have a much better range of different restaurants. But there's an obvious reason why it doesn't. The types of tourists Cancun attracts tend to be people looking for all-inclusive hotels, luxury hotels. So they'll spend most of their time eating and drinking in the hotel. A lot of these hotels might have a range of 3 or more restaurants on site. So it's not the best place to set up a restaurant. However, like I said, I do have some great tips for places you can go if you're in Cancun and looking for a good restaurant. For the best experience, I would recommend going to downtown. Looking in this area will give you much better value and much more variety. This is where the locals live, and it's where a lot more of the self-catering accommodation options are. There's less big 5-star hotels here. My favourite place here was the first place I went. I really love this place. It's called Las Tostadillas del Mar Ruta Nader. I can't even remember what that means, but tostadillas are delicious. This is one of the first places I went. It's really near the bus station, but just a few blocks back. They do amazing fish tacos. I was drawn into the place just by how busy it was. It wasn't even a meal time. It was a bit mid-afternoon, and yet the place was so busy. I quickly understood as soon as I tasted the food why it was so busy. The place was full of Mexicans. It was really good value, but the food was amazing. They did some of the best fish tacos I had in my entire time in Mexico. They also did loads of other dishes, gringas. I had the octopus tostadilla, which was maybe a little bit spicy for me, the octopus tostada, but still really, really good. And it was, like I said, full of locals. Everyone knows that this is a good place. The other one, which was a place in downtown, which I would really recommend, was a place called Platss, Platss. This was a really nice restaurant. It was a place I went with friends in the evening. Really good service. The restaurant menu was a bit of a mix of Italian and international food. I had a really nice pasta dish. My friends love their food as well. This sort of place you go for a really nice meal. Another place I really liked, if you're looking for something a little bit different, is a place called Kotaro. This is a Japanese restaurant, also in the downtown, not far from Platss. It's a really nice little place, very small restaurant. They do bao buns and a range of different Asian food, but mainly Japanese. Really cool vibe. I liked it in there a lot, and it was something a little bit different, something you wouldn't find elsewhere in Cancun, or it's a bit difficult to find that sort of food in that area of Mexico. If you're looking for a budget option, there's plenty to choose from in the downtown area. But if you're stuck in the hotel zone, there are 2 that I can recommend. One is Botanero Nacional. It's a chain of bars. They can be found all over Mexico, and there's more than one in Cancun, but there's one in the hotel zone. They do very cheap drinks and cheap little dishes of food if you want to try some local dishes. The second option is Tacos Rigo. This is a very authentic little Mexican place in the middle of the hotel zone. You'll find it tucked away behind some different shops and bars in a little area. And it's full of locals or full of Mexicans that are looking for the cheaper options, and they want the authentic Mexican food. So it's a good place to try that. Finally, if you're in the hotel zone, you're not looking for a budget option, but you just want to get some food, Señor Frogs. It's a bit of a tourist trap, or many people say it's a tourist trap. I actually think it's not that bad. You'll have a really great evening there. The reason to go is not the food, but it is the entertainment and just having a really good time there. You're going to have a great time. They've got good drinks, nice variety on the menu, and it's a place you can really enjoy. So that's it. Thanks for watching my guide to eating out in Cancun. Like I said, Cancun is not the best place in Mexico to eat out. There are plenty of other options, so look out for upcoming guides on Sayulita and Mexico City, which are places I really recommend for the restaurants. Cancun is, however, a great place for a night out. So look out for my nightlife guide, which is already up on YouTube. That way I'll recommend to you all the best places I found to drink and to party. That's a good one. And subscribe for more content.